Right, so we'll start off with Tuesday night's game. For nearly the whole of the first half, you looked like you were right in the game. And it seems to have been a bit of a story of the season that you conceded at bad times, and also when you've looked not in much trouble.
Yeah, I think that's been our main problem this season. We played all right and conceded either just before half time or conceded a silly goal from a mistake. And then on Saturday, was it Tuesday night? Yeah, yep. Tuesday night. I wouldn't say it was a mistake, but it was just a poor quality ball in the box, which has ended up popping up, and their top goal scorer is on the end of it, unfortunately, and we're 1-0 down just before half time. But we came out in the second half and we had a little bit of a go again, and then they got the free kick, and then we conceded another set piece, and that was it really until we got the penalty. And maybe if we score that, we might have a little bit of hope and have a bit of a go at it. But I think that just deflated us then. But I'm sure we'll all pick ourselves up and go again for this trip up to Hartlepool.
Yeah, you were penalised for the second free kick, weren't you? Was it a foul, do you think?
Yeah, it's a 100% foul. I fouled him. I thought I could nick the ball and I fouled him, but it doesn't mean necessarily that if we concede a free kick that we have to concede a goal. So we have to defend and we have to all get together now and push on and get the points that we need to make sure that we stay safe and try and push up the table as high as we can. And 8th was our target.
Yeah, you must have come off Tuesday feeling a bit disappointed, but Saturday to be 2-0 up, almost go 3-0 up and being almost cruising, and then for it to change so quickly. Have you ever been involved in a game that's gone away from you so quickly?
No, I've never been in a game that's gone away that quick. It's quite embarrassing, really, being 2-0 up and absolutely cruising in a game, because 2-0, we're happy, we're playing football, and they get that one chance and it's deflected in, and then they get a bit of momentum, and the crowd all of a sudden come alive and they score again, and a minute later, well, straight from kick-off virtually, and then everybody's panicking, and we just needed to get a foothold of the game then and realise what was happening. But by the time that happened, it was already 3-2 down, and we got one back, and we was unfortunate to concede in the 96 minutes, so it is a bit annoying, but on that part we should have never been in that situation. It should have been 2-0, 3-0 and done.
Yeah, is it difficult to stay positive sometimes when you have a good little run and you all look like you're just about in with a chance of getting back up there, and then you lose 2 and it looks very difficult again now, doesn't it?
No, it's not hard to remain positive because you've always got a game next week, and that's the best thing. And coming off the back of the AFC game, playing against someone like Scunthorpe, I think that done us well, because we needed a challenge and we needed to bounce back, and we showed that we could bounce back until the 44th minute when we conceded. But I'm sure this will be another test going up to Hartlepool, and it's a long trip, and the boys will be up for it, no doubt. Just like every week, but hopefully we can come away with a result.
Yeah. How would you compare your own form this season to last season? I know you've been used in a lot of different positions, but do you feel like you've had more influence this season?
Yeah, I've played more games this season, and I'm happy with that. And obviously I'm disappointed to not be up in and around it, because last season we was up there and we remained up there for a long time in the season, and we was unfortunate in the playoffs, and we had a right go at it. So that's where we've, in a sense, underachieved this year. But no doubt that next season, whether players come in, what players go out, it's a football club, that happens. We'll be looking to go again.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been mid-table in a mid-table team, isn't it? I mean, I know you're not absolutely safe yet, and I know the playoffs aren't absolutely impossible, but it looks like it's going to be a mid-table finish, and it's been a while since you've had that, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while. Last season, obviously, we got in the playoffs, and the season before that I was at Barnet, was fighting relegation, and the season before that, towards the end, I was fighting relegation with Barnet as well, and season before that, obviously, we had promotion with Oxford, and that's where you want to be, really, in that team that's getting promotion, and in that team that's achieving stuff. And in your career, you may only get that once if you're lucky, twice, and hopefully next season can be a season where I'm in a team that is up there and playing for something.
Yeah, 7 games left. The manager said that a lot of players are still playing for their future, so even if you are mid-table, you certainly can't just let the season fizzle out, can you?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Even if the season was finished and people are playing for stuff, everybody's playing for something. Whether they're out of contract, whether they've got another year, they still need to impress to remain in the team for the next season and remain in the thoughts of the manager. Because if you're starting to fizzle out, and the manager's going to be a bit worried for the next season, and so everybody is playing for something. I'm obviously playing for myself. I'm up at the end of this season, so I'll obviously be fighting all the way to get myself a new deal or whatever comes of it.
Yeah. Do you think you've improved in your just under 2 years at Cheltenham?
Yeah, I think I've improved. Obviously, I've learned a number of different roles now. I could always play in different positions, but I played a lot more positions this season than I have any other season. I played wide, I played behind the strikers, I played holding midfield, I played in a diamond, 4-3-3. So it's been a good season for me, is in terms of learning stuff. So I'll take a positive out of it.
Yeah, and the manager is stuck with you, even if he's had to move you around. Certainly in recent months, you've been in the team almost every week, haven't you? And do you think you've repaid the manager, or do you think you feel like you should have done a bit more in terms of end product?
Yeah, I think I have repaid the manager as in my performances, in my own performances, because I always go out there and give 100%, and I never leave anything on the pitch. So in that respect, I have. And obviously, as a team, I don't think we've repaid him enough because of the position we're in, and if we could see these games out when we've gone 1-0 up and 2-0 up, I think we'll be a lot higher in the table with maybe 15, 20 more points.
Yeah, it's just been one of those seasons where a lot of your defeats have not been by teams that have outplayed you, and is that the most frustrating thing?
Yeah, I think the most frustrating thing is not being able to go ahead in a game and see it out, because that's the main thing in football. Once you get that 1-goal lead, you need to either defend it or build on it. So I think we've been caught somewhere in between that, and that's why we've been unlucky.
Yeah. So first time to Hartlepool. Never been up there before, have you? And first goal, maybe?
Maybe. I've gone more into an advanced role now again in the last couple of games. So hopefully I can create myself a chance and get on the score sheet. But I'll always be looking to score goals. It's just whether one pops in the back of the net or if I can square it to a mate, I will. But as long as we can get a result, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you pretty much scored a goal at Wycombe, didn't you? But even though it's been gone down as an own goal, but you're prolific in your youth. Obviously, scored hundreds of goals in youth football. And do you think it's just a different role for you, or do you think it's? Do you think you're maybe trying to score too much? Is it playing on your mind at all?
No, it never plays on my mind, because I go into a game with a fresh mind and an open mind into every game, and it's just how a game pans out. I've been unlucky a couple of times with keeper saving, but I'm sure one will pop in and then I'll probably kick on from there. It's just getting that one away from me.
Yeah. Has anything been said about next season yet, or do you think your manager will leave it till you got to the end of the season, or till you're definitely safe? Or that
Nothing's been said yet. Obviously, I need to think about my future, because obviously I've got kids and a family, so obviously that comes first, and obviously by the time the season's done, I'll still have another couple of months left on contract, so that's a positive out of it. But obviously I'll be looking to get myself a new deal.
Yeah, and it goes without saying you enjoyed your time here.
Oh yeah.
You'd like to stay?
Yeah, cool. I'd love to stay. So it's a nice place, Cheltenham. Everybody's nice. Good staff at the club, on the front and behind the scenes. So yeah, it'd be nice to stay.
Yeah, brilliant.